Ever have a great idea but feel paralyzed before you even take the first step? You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're just overwhelmed. Because starting anything, a business, a YouTube channel, a podcast, a side hustle, feels complicated, expensive, and intimidating. You think you need a perfect plan, the right time, more money, more confidence. But the truth is, you don't need any of that to begin. You just need a clear, simple guide and the courage to take step one. This video is your cheat sheet, not some hyped-up motivation rant or 10-year vision board fluff, but a practical framework that shows you exactly how to go from idea to execution, even if you're broke, busy, or scared. You'll learn how to find the right idea, validate it in days, launch without perfection, build momentum, stay consistent, and most importantly, keep going when it gets hard. This is the guide I wish I had when I was starting. It's not complicated, but it is powerful if you use it. Let's break the inertia, kill the overthinking, and help you start anything right now. You don't need $1 million idea to start something great. You just need an idea that solves a real problem for a real person, even if that person is you. Here's the formula: your skills plus someone's problem, you idea worth starting. The best businesses didn't come from genius. They came from frustration. Someone needed something, and someone else stepped up to provide it. So ask yourself, what do people constantly ask me for help with? What problem have I solved for myself that others are still struggling with? What do I use every day that feels broken, outdated, or clunky? Here's the trick. Don't fall in love with the idea. Fall in love with the problem. Because if you solve a painful problem, people will pay for relief. Once you've got a rough idea, pause. Don't build it. Validate it first. Validation means finding proof that someone actually wants this thing and wants it now. Here's how. Talk to 5 to 10 real people. Don't pitch. Listen. Share the idea on social media. Track reactions. Launch a free survey. Ask what they struggle with most. Build a landing page with a wait list. Share it. Watch the clicks. Ask for a pre-commitment, time, money, or even just an email. If people ignore it, cool. Try another version. If people ask, when is it coming out? You've got something. Validation saves time, money, and disappointment. It turns your idea into a roadmap and gives you permission to move. Start fast. Start rough. Start small. But whatever you do, don't skip validation. Here's where most people stall out. They think starting something means building everything up front. Logo, website, branding kit, Instagram aesthetic, a 50-slide business plan, all before making their first dollar. That's not starting, that's stalling. Smart entrepreneurs don't launch with perfect. They launch with what's just enough to deliver value and learn fast. It's called a minimal viable setup, not the final version, just the first real version. Here's what that means: a clear offer. What's the problem you solve and for whom? A way to explain it. A sentence, voice note, or landing page. A way to deliver it. Zoom call, PDF, email, physical drop-off. A way to collect feedback. DMs, surveys, follow-ups. Forget the fancy tools. Focus on real delivery. Let's break it down. A dog trainer offers custom tips via email before building an app. A chef runs private cooking classes on Zoom before opening a studio. A finance coach offers a simple budgeting spreadsheet, not a full course. A fashion seller posts their closet on IG stories before launching Shopify. What do all these have in common? They start scrappy. They get real-world data. They learn what works before they scale. You're not trying to impress, you're trying to prove. Prove that someone cares, that someone benefits, that someone says yes. You don't need perfect to start. You need proof. So drop the delays. Build a version that works, even if it's ugly. The goal isn't to look legit. The goal is to get paid, get proof, and keep building. Starting is hard. But you know what's harder? Sticking with it. After the initial high, the likes trickle in. Your launch post doesn't go viral. That voice in your head says, this isn't working. But that's not failure. That's the process. Every creator, founder, or entrepreneur you admire once posted to no audience. They didn't win by being perfect. They won by being consistent. Here's how you build momentum when motivation runs out. Talk to your early users, customers. Their words, chat's your roadmap. Improve quickly. Done. Perfect. Update fast. Launch again. Show your work publicly. Building in silence is slow. Let people watch you grow. Celebrate every small win. The first subscriber, first like, first thank you. These are milestones. Double down on what clicks. Find what resonates and go deeper. Momentum isn't about speed, it's about rhythm. One post, one message, one tweak, daily. Also, stop worrying about growing fast. Worry about serving deep. If 5 people love what you're doing, that's a foundation. If 10 people give honest feedback, you're evolving. And if 20 people trust you, that's a business in motion. Your job is to stay in the game long enough to catch your wave. Keep showing up. Keep improving. Because the algorithm might be slow, but word of mouth is real. People will notice. Just not all at once. Momentum doesn't come from waiting. It comes from showing up when no one's watching, until everyone is. You started small, you proved your idea, you've got momentum. Now what? Now it's time to scale. And that doesn't mean doing more. It means building systems so your business grows without needing you 24/7. Here's the truth. What got you here won't get you to the next level. In the beginning, it's all you. Customer service, content, delivery, marketing. But if you keep operating like that, you'll hit a wall. Because hustle alone isn't scalable. Systems are. Great businesses scale by removing the founder as the bottleneck. Ask yourself, how can this run without me? If you can answer that, you've started building a system. Here's how to begin. Document your process, even simple tasks. Create checklists or SOPs. Automate repetitive work. Use tools for scheduling, onboarding, emails, payments. Delegate low-leverage tasks. Hire help even before you feel ready. Batch your workflow. Record in blocks, schedule in advance, build in bulk. Focus only on what drives growth, strategy, partnerships, product evolution. Systems are your secret weapon. They save your time, they protect your energy, and most importantly, they make your business resilient. You're not stepping back, you're stepping into a new role. Builder, strategist, leader. The more systems you install, the more time you unlock to grow, think, and live. Scaling isn't about adding pressure, it's about removing friction. And the sooner you start building systems, the faster your growth becomes exponential. Every business book talks about strategy, but very few talk about stamina. And yet that's what separates those who succeed from those who stop. Because the real challenge isn't launching, it's surviving the middle. That messy, uncertain space between starting and success, that's where most dreams die. You feel doubt, you hit friction, and suddenly every excuse makes sense. I'm not ready. I'm not good enough. This isn't working. That's when mindset becomes everything. Here's how to build the kind of resilience that keeps you moving forward. Detach your identity from outcomes. Your wins don't define you, and your losses don't destroy you. Track progress in effort, not results. Show up, even when it's quiet. Create non-negotiable routines. Small, repeatable actions build long-term success. Connect with other builders. You need encouragement as much as strategy. Expect emotional dips, and plan for how you'll push through. Normalize the mess. There will be weeks with no traction, posts that flop, launches that fail. That doesn't mean you are a failure. It means you're learning. Winners don't have less fear. They just keep showing up anyway. Resilience means learning to say, that didn't work. Now what? I'm tired, but I'm not done. Every master was once where I am. Because the road to any dream is paved with doubt, detours, and decisions to keep going. Build your mind like you build your brand. Because the most successful entrepreneurs, they're not just talented, they're mentally tough. Starting something new can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to. You don't need a business degree, a big budget, or a perfect plan. You just need a real problem, a simple version of your solution, and the courage to take one real step forward. Here's your cheat sheet. Pick one idea, something useful and specific. Validate it fast, before wasting time or money. Launch lean, don't overbuild, build momentum. Small wins, daily effort. Install systems. Free your time, focus on growth, protect your mindset, stay resilient when it's hard. This is how real businesses, brands, and movements are born, not in theory, but in consistent action. So here's your challenge. In the next 24 hours, take the first step. Send the DM, make the post, build the offer, launch the page. Just start. You don't have to see the whole staircase, you just have to take the first step. And if this video sparked an idea or gave you the push you needed, comment what you're launching and subscribe for weekly tools that help you turn ambition into action. This isn't just inspiration, this is your green light.